See, Rocky told you you're not the first viewer because Tim Beam says so. So deal with it. Nah, he just wants shit popping, that's what he wants. Alrighty. Oh dear. Aging Lang. These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean? Shades where you can make a zigbar cross. Yeah, but they're attached to... Those are his glasses, they're attached to him. It's Agent Lang. Come on, Rose, it's Agent Lang. But Rose, it's Agent Lang. Rose, he's Chinese. And what does that? Oh no, he doesn't. That's the problem. See. Yes, so I heard from Miss Funkama. Oh, we don't know where the play money has gone. They must have not figured out what was all that was all burned out yet. Aren't we all, Lang? Aren't we all? Sounds like what you need is a war. Can't hear Rose or Tim, but wait, what? Oh, for goodness sakes. Hey! Pick him up! Alright, say something. No. Okay. The hell? Yeah, but you can't hear your voices, can you? No, because when you talk, there's no speakers. What in the fuck? Hey! Okay, Discord does not exist now.
Ghost!
The living fuck. Oh.
Ghost, yeah, baby! We're ghosts! We can't be heard! Wait, oh.
It's working now.
Wait, oh.
We let this crazed man back in the office. Alright. Should be fixed now.
Yay.
Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the
He
face.
can be saying shit.
But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried.
Oh yeah, Jake had to withhold some of Joe's because Rose wasn't around. They give him
who
the
knew
pass.
Jake had a filter? Who knew Jake actually had a filter?
I mean, you just say Nigerians in Norwegian. or Niger in Norwegian. Anyway, I forsake the honor of House of laying on this. Like, I can't believe I learned that that's how you pronounce that country's name. It's not Niger, it's Niger. Anyways, and it comes to this land that captured the mastermind behind this whole mess. I investigated how the bills are made and how the ink was smuggled into Zhengfa.
That's one pronunciation off from demonetization.
And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer.
Agent Lang,
Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh, how nice.
Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight. Oh god, what voice did I have for this guy?
I fucking forgot. I think he gave him a... Oh, no, or something, I don't know.
You know what, I'll go with that. Oh, no, it is I who should apologize. It's all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Cassius, you fool! Cuss your empty brain! You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I'll take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Shina, let's go. Time to return to our den.
Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but to go home as well. Agent Lang! Oh, fucking Jesus Christ!
Hold it! You, Wolfman, and the secretary lady, hold it! Objection, pal!
Secretary lady.
Screaming everything under the playbook. Oh yeah, my control turned off. Holy shit!
You see, Gumshoe was so powerful with in his
drained all my controller power on it.
Yeah.
He wanted to
charge your goddamn controller.
try to become a lawyer too. He was practicing.
Detective
shit. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already?
Yep, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Coachin, sir.
Just as I thought. Go ahead, detective. Oh wow, Gumshoe being useful.
You did something useful.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for?
Sorry to have made you wait, but this fucking wire is crap. I'm probably gonna buy a new one. If I make one little slight movement, my PlayStation's like, your controller needs charging! Like, no shit!
Why didn't you charge it last night?
I did.
Clearly you
Not
didn't.
good enough.
Hey man, look Rose. Sony makes controllers that last 30 minutes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Hey, that'd be longer than Apple.
They run on Nintendo batteries. Sorry that I haven't made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. Yes. How exactly did you fail to see the Yatakarasu when you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Coachman was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see?
Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babel investigation at all. I suppose I'll need to explain a few things to him as first. Mars Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. You dumb, smithering bitch. I lived with you for a good long while and you still don't know shit. Shut up! The only thing going into my head is the purest of the truth. Oh? It sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well. I'll supervise you until the end. Oh, she's seriously gonna treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day.
Of course.
You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you?
I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see.
The fucking suspect.
I should have known.
How do they work? Why do they look like that?
That you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end.
It would appear that way. Okay, I thought she just pushed him away then.
Are they like synchronized dancers or some shit? Well, I'll prove her innocence. So let's see what you've got, prosecutor.
Well, they dress up as
synchronized. Fuck you, I guess.
They're not really dressed up as agents. They're more dressed up as fucking dancers.
It's like Lady Gaga had a partner.
With pleasure.
Oh, you're seeing that too. Okay, good.
My opening argument, I discussed the Yatakarasu that appeared in Babel and established exactly who it is that Kay saw. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony.
You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw?
That's right. A person
Totally
is
not
one of the
gumshoe, but
keys
yeah.
to solving this game. Oh, it's your slot machine it is, sir! Who the hell is he talking to? She's an apparition of Edgeworth. The person who pretended to be the Yatakarasu.
Pretended? And what do you mean by that?
I'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to review what Kay's mystery person did. Okay, if you could please explain for us what the person you were chasing did. Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open air stage on the Babel East side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious as I immediately gave chase.
She was gonna give chase anyway.
For the sake of argument, let's call this suspicious person the Yatakarasu. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatakarasu up to the 3rd floor. Can do. I chased the Yatakarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babelese embassy. It was pretty straight down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yatakarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I first turned the corner, I saw the Yatakarasu run into Mr. Cochin's office. It gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. Then some brown guy that was bald with a goatee beard and he just kept saying Keyblade every time. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then...
It was this, like, key sword looking thing.
Ah! Who's there? I'm not doing the fucking... By the time I had turned on the lights, the other Karasu had disappeared. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. What do you suppose that was, Agent Lang?
What do you mean? Why? Who do you suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness.
Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door.
No? And how do you know that with such certainty?
That's easy. If the other Karasu had left through that door, they would have ran right into this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she came running. Right.
Your answer is Shina.
Because it's... Let's consider what would have happened if the Yatakarasu had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Cochin's body, the Yatakarasu would have ran right into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over.
Nerd.
Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us what you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see? Therefore, the other grass suit.
It just means that the creek slipped through out before Sheena made it out in the hallway.
Oh, I doubt that. As there was another person in that hallway. A certain detective. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time?
Me, sir? Well, I heard Kay scream. I ran towards the district coach's office from the opposite end of Agent Sheena, sir.
So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route. Where'd it go, Mr. Edgeworth?
Fucking
You nailed him
martial
with just an
art
explanation of
pose
what
over there.
happened. Yes, I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route that the Yadakarasu could have taken.
I get it. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out.
Precisely.
Way to go,
Hey, Mr.
Captain
Edgeworth,
Obvious.
it's time to bust out our revolving fireplace wall expedition, right?
No, not quite yet. Huh? But why? I thought this would have been the perfect time. The revolving wall on the Babbly side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end.
Hold on, dogs are going crazy.
I know they are, I can hear them. Alright, I'll do it.
They're excited, man.
And the kids
They
do
want
not
another
help.
result.
Yeah, I know. What's with all the whispering? What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I figured out your tactics? Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off. That smug, haughty attitude of yours. You really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that? Well, no matter. I figured you out anyway.
Sunglasses.
The only other possible escape routes besides the door is the room's lone window. And since an eerie picture of said escape route exists, are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yadagarasu's escape? I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit, at first, I thought the window was a bit of a possible escape, would be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that that'd be impossible. Now, I realize you may not know this, but humans can't fly.
About that.
Of course I know that! That's bloody common sense! Besides, I never said I thought that... I like how so much British came out of that one. Besides, I never said I thought that the photo to be the Yatakarasu's escape route. I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself. The shadow in this photo is not the Yatakarasu. That K was chasing after. That shocked reaction. Oh shit, they can't come shoot. What? Didn't you tell me? You can say whatever you like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence. Very well then. I present to you the proof that the Yadakarasu saw is not the same as the one in this photo.
The person K.
What?
Saw.
Oh.
Proof that the person K saw. Goofball.
Apple. Don't be mocking me.
I'm helping!
No!
Yeah!
You're not helping, you're just being a mean butt as usual.
Excuse me?
Wait. I present to you the proof that the person K is not the same as the one. Not the same as the one in this photo.
I can only guess that that's the child.
Take that!
This? Oh, okay. Let me explain to you precisely what a shadow in this photo is not the Yatakarasu Case saw. Case spotted the Yatakarasu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire. No! Yeah, way to go! That's twice you hit him in the head, in the butt. You beat him in the butt now. We're not done yet. You still have to explain what that shadow is and how the Yatakarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you? Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet. Ha! As I thought. However, the Yatakarazu's escape route, now that I can answer. You can? Well, then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Hold it!
Even if I explain it, you try to find some flaw with what I say. You were busy heading up the oh my god, or the Bastion investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you have much knowledge about the Babalese side of the case. So wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained in my stead? Sheena is my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her, now how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss?
Oh, you don't want to.
Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him. Sheena? You shielded me a lot. You shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth. Alright.
Getting my ass kicked.
If you're okay with it, then you have my support. Oh, fine, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. Now then, what is it you like to ask? Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babalese embassy?
Dun 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 dun.
Mr. Wood! During the first Babalese fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. Jesus Christ, this is going on well, isn't it? During the 2nd fire, I was searching for the Yatakarasu that appeared in the Babel. While I was searching, I had a scream coming from the next room over. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatakarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatakarasu even exists. And that is all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Coach's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good. Oh, good morning, Rose. Just see you rooster in the back. Oh, good morning. Just to confirm.
The fucking evening.
Just to confirm, like it. Rose wakes up and he just sees a scroll coming out and says day 1. Something, and then that's it. Money counts up and everything. It's Stardew Valley all over again for him.
Money value? None. And he took it.
Just,
it's in
minus.
Takes all of it.
Just to confirm, did you have any partner when you were on your investigation? No, I moved alone. In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct? Are you calling her suspicious because she was in the room by herself? How pathetic. And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale.
Ouch.
And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapon's owner?
Shut up! Only I'm allowed.
Now, not that it's unexpected for the useless lump to get into such a situation. Although I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected. I will not making no excuse for what I did in that situation.
He's an
God.
idiot.
Then you should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer pal. I'm sorry. Sheena, apologize. I'm sorry.
She looks so pathetic with that sorry.
It's really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Miss Edgeworth? Well, I never doubted you, not for 1 second. And the same goes for me. I believe in Sheena. Then let's put that to the test and see if she really is worthy of your trust. This promises to be interesting.
That hair looks so goddamn fake, though.
Okay. Hey, maybe she's bold.
Or maybe it's Miss Laughs a lot.
I was in the room next door. I was able to Being in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony. Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all. Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Bastion office fireplace? Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects to the office with the room next door? What about it? Well, Bast isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces. What? The fireplace in Mr. Coach's office holds the exact same secret. What? The other Karasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Now do you see?
Whiplash. No big deal.
If the Yadakarasu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have ran straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yadakarasu. But what is the meaning of this, Miles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yadakarasu, or shall I? Oh, what the fuck? You claim that... God. Your claim that when you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one the one that Kay saw in the coat. Do you know what? When a woman in this game's about to freak out, they are more freaky than anyone else. Pretending to be the Yadakarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then, you shed your coat into the next room, leaving there to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal? Oh? Is she gonna laugh? Sheena?
That's what I think it is.
She's gonna do it, isn't she? She's gonna do that laugh.
It's Miss Laughs a lot.
Oh my god, it is her!
Yep! It's Miss Laughs a lot!
Oh dear.
It's a wonder how she could keep such a straight face.
That laugh. Oh my goodness. I remember this irritating laugh. Oh, I'm getting chills down my spine. It can't be. But it has to be. Sheena, what's wrong with you? I'm so... How about fuck it? She just fixed her damn voice at this point. I'm sorry. It was funny that I couldn't help but laugh. Funny, you say? Yes, that what you accuse me of being the Yatakarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange. Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm going to take things too lightly? I think not. It's the prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatakarasu fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim?
Yeah.
If you don't, then you haven't proved a thing regarding the Yatakarasu's escape route. The tone of voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose and then we can have a real battle of wits. For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor. Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I know.
About that.
And that is why I won't hold anything back either as I answer your question. My question? Here is your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in a Babel was recently used. Oh, that would...
He was burning the papers. He was burning the fucking coupons.
The coupons... Yeah, that one.
He was burning papers.
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes, according to the Ambassador Paulino's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Oh? The ashes are... Where's Blazy?
Don't question it and just accept it.
I haven't been told to drink. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. However, when we went to investigate the room... Yeah, well done, Rocky. Nice try. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleared them up. Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Paulino said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatakarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in the Mr. Cochin's office is my proof. Oh my god. And just what's so funny? Ash as proof? Are you even allowed to submit such a flaky evidence in court? You still wish to fight us? Of course not, why wouldn't I? In that case, let's see your counter-argument. My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. It doesn't matter if we're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. I suppose. I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow wary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this as the last testimony and wrap this up an absurd case once and for all.
Okay, your funeral.
In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace was used. But you can't really call that proof of that the Yatakarasu used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who is it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we're already finished our way through investigation. We found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. Hey, Zephyr. What was that face? What face? And there you have it. My counter-argument. Oh, that's very impressive. She has seen through it to the fact that I've yet to gather that one piece of evidence. Fucking comments you in the back. What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now. You don't think you can handle it? Feel free to leave the rest of it to us. But I... Okay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatakarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. This chase you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end. Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Nope.
With pleasure. Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it? Sheena, please show me you're someone I can trust. Don't worry, this will be the deciding match. You'll see. I'm surely sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Sheena, shall we begin? I'm ready whenever you are. Her single tooth smile that... Oh, that one.
Took up 80% of her face. Her laughing.
In my eyes, all you've proven is that the rotating fireplace was you. Oh shit, this is a... Okay, well, poor Bones, he's missing out on all this.
Sucks to be him.
Right, he's got a rooster, kids, someone else called for him.
Yeah. Yeah, mysteriously
Counterfeit
unburnt
bills?
egg. No.
You didn't find anything suspicious at all? I hardly doubt that. But I didn't. You can even ask the other men. I don't need to, for I found what you should have a while ago. Excuse me? Mr. Coach's office, there were signs that... In Mr. Coach's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. What in the...
Not posed every time, man.
That evidence was something you found out through the girl's machine, right? So what if it was? That's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by this machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see? So there was nothing in that office. Nothing you call evidence anyway. Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. Your pompous attitude is unnecessary. All I require is that the evidence. Very well. I show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. The wire.
Yeah.
The motherfucking wire. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire. And what exactly is this supposed to mean? A length of wire? A length of wire? What's that? So what about it? I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office. You found that? At the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder? So I think you agree now. that I cannot trust you when you say that the Interpol has thoroughly checked every room. And now this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I'll ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The other Interpol agents would work under the command of Agent Sheena. And it's not possible that the reason of the person K was chasing chose the 3rd floor. Oh, the Interpol are in on the scheme. Well, no, she was in charge of the other room, and Agent Lang was in charge of the other building. So she was trying to cover things. It was because that the person knew there would be no other agents on that floor. Furthermore, we come to see that Agent Sheena.
She was in charge of one country, and Lang was in charge of the other one?
Yes, this embassy is split into 2 buildings for each country.
Yeah.
It was only pretended to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there's one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. That would be here.
Take that.
Right?
It would have to be.
The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Coachen's office warrants a thorough inspection. And if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you in there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check that room to the next office.
Dude just hauls ass.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Miss Sheena's the Yatagarasu? Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is. Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu is the question. If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for the highest science. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had used use the same escape route as the other Yatagarasu. And what did you find out by doing that? First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babbly's ink. Gumshoe. Hey Miles, I found a whole bunch of single bills! Signed bills! I can leave Vani and visit the slot machines! No, you scruffy oaf! Who cares what who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. But it really is worth so... but is it really worth so little? I believe it's actually quite a meaningful result. The value of which I'm about to prove. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Oh? So what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one that the person I was chasing was wearing. Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were the pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh! Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
No.
These items that detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we are allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission. Objection! I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. If you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. I say, look, let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang! Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide.
Sure about
Good.
that?
Now let us begin. Which Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine? Oh. So which Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? The makeup? I don't know why I clicked that. I didn't mean to click that one actually, but fuck it. We done. Like, we haven't got a bar, so we're all fine. I believe I examined her makeup. What is it? It looks like a very thin paintbrush. It's a lip brush. It's for putting on lipstick. I found something with a lot of weird powder inside, sir. That's just foundation powder in there. It's nothing to get worked up over. Wow, you two really sure know a lot about makeup. I think I need to confiscate them for a bit. Oh, I never knew makeup consisted on this stuff. I see. Oh. She seems to be completely absorbed in the study of cosmetics. I consider it wasn't anything suspicious in Agent Sheena's makeup. I suppose not. Let's move on and examine something else. Alright, what about... I guess the code's gonna be the right answer, so I might as well see what's the shoes about.
Shoes should have ashes on them.
Let's examine those shoes. It doesn't appear to be anything particularly odd about them. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you know what they say about men who stare at women's shoes for too long, right? How scandalous. I am merely doing my job, Agent Lang. I don't see how that warranted a comment. Now then, there's some dirt on the shoe soles, but otherwise they seem perfectly normal. Because there really wasn't anything suspicious on Sheena's shoes. Okay. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena. The Yatakarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. No, you have it wrong. That suit probably got me on my... Is that how you say it? Suit?
Soot.
Oh, soot. That's soot. That's soot. Soot. Okay. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. Now, what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that hem was that dirty. I'm sure it just seems it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire.
Definitely not ink.
I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pound of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can. What? How? You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do?
You shoved your ass through
This is exactly a piece of evidence I was searching for. I'd been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. Opens the coat pocket, large smeared red note that says, I did it. No, she just had to do a whole FNAF vague quote. It's me. I don't get quite what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh? And you think you can do that? Of course I can. This is a dark... You're not going to be called away again, are you?
I don't know. We'll see in the next 5 minutes. Certainly do. I like 3 times I came back to the room, and 3 times I got called back out.
Jesus Christ. Babbly's ink. Yeah, so Rose, Sheena is Miss You.
She's Miss Laughs a lot.
Yeah, she did the laugh.
She broke character.
Babbly's ink. Yes, this is exactly what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Palino, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall for the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babbly's ink, it will prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Ah! Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yadakarasu, but we're not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this Babbly's ink on the coat hem. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show it that it is ink in the first few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I'll prove that the dark substance on the coat is Babbly's ink.
Wear it.
Touch the coat. Wear the coat.
Burn it.
Burn the coat.
Doesn't the Babbly's ink burn a different color?
Yeah. So yeah, let's.
So it might actually be to burn the coat.
We can find out whether that the Babbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're gonna prove that it's Babbly's ink?
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you, here and now, what the dark substance is.
Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat.
Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something. Oh, I got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light some smoke bombs.
Why do you casually have that?
Why do you have explosives on you?
Rose, she's a ninja. So is Snake.
That's against the
Rose,
law.
she comes around with a war pistol and a tranquil gun. The pistol that's the pistol that you start off in Metal Gear Solid 5.
She does tend to keep saying she takes after the Phantom Thief. So.
Then if I could please have one, okay? We can get this experiment on the way. Whoa! Great! Just a bad phrase like that. The flame of disaster!
Flames of disaster! It's the same color as the flames white crystal oil produces. Which means...
Babbly's ink is a product of white crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatakarasu's other wing. Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yatakarasu. The one who killed my father. It's about time you come clean, Agent Sheena. Or should I say, Callisto you.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking types to you?
Wait, do I look like I make
Callisto
jokes?
you? I never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the vegetarian that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to free me for it!
Oh really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of light. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true, ugly form to the world.
Oh, edgy.
Enough poetry! I want to see some evidence.
Okay.
Do you really have something that can prove that she is Callisto you? I do. Something that the second Yatakarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be the Callisto U with this and clip the Yatakarasu's wings for good.
My badge.
Jesus Christ. It's
the
always
knife handle.
It's the perfume.
Take that!
The fucking hot dog.
This perfume, this will prove you to be Callisto U. Honestly, if I was her, I could have left the country the moment she saw a maroon suit walk into the crime scene. It will.
Yeah.
Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard it from my father.
Oh, shit.
Burn Faraday. That if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that if your fingerprints are on here, every last one. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test?
Hey, Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
I'll be alright.
Okay,
Oh, you was in
Blaze.
hospital.
I
Oh,
wasn't too worried.
shit.
I figured you had
Who'd
something
you
to
kill?
do.
Straight up. Who'd you kill?
You're supposed to be an adult.
Oh my god! She's gone fucking crystal crazy! Oh my Jesus Christ!
She's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Don't disrespect the cereal for that. Whatever.
It looks like you see right through me yet again.
Yet again.
You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto U. So you're showing your true face at last. This feeling of feel is even greater than that time 7 years ago.
Sheena! You're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice and kind-hearted idiot of a man.
So you were a spy all along? I'm all sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after. Someone has been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time?
She really is the Iblis trigger. What the fuck was that laugh? I see it!
I think she'd get along great with Luke at me.
Luke, oh god. Very good.
Just the PTSD from that sentence alone. I'm not sorry.
Please to you, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatakarasu. That's right. Callisto Yu, that's just one of my many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yatakarasu. Callisto Yu. This time you won't escape, but this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. And yet you're not used to the Yatakarasu's gadgets. I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't. I never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, to possess such a laughable honesty. Oh my, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I figured out how that was gonna go.
Very badly.
Yeah, you let Kay go right now, pal!
You despicable! Let go
Still
of
have
me,
the
you...
same gun.
Let go of me, you filthy... She's still got that snub-nosed Python gun. Good lord, or something like that. You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. Faker? I'll show you the one who's fake around here. You
Oh, make you eat those words!
make you eat those words! Pulls a gun out. Well, that's impossible. But that's impossible! I thought I was the one who created Little Thief. Mr. Edgeworth. Yet the Yatagarasu had 3 legs. Do you know why that is?
Because the Yatagarasu's a man.
Why is it has 3 legs? Oh no. Oh fucking hell, here we go again.
I'm not putting on the K effect.
You what?
There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be 1 step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always know the exact location of the target's object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system.
No! It can't be! Did you finally figure it out? Did you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
Neither.
Either.
Neither person. The real identity. Oh, okay, I was about to give him the list. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday nor Kalista Yu. But by the same token, they were also both the real Yatagarasu. How very perspective of you. No way! The single person known as the Great Thief, Yatagarasu, never existed. Mr. Edgeworth, No, I refuse to believe this. The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would who have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in a way of a criminal. And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. Who said that? Oh. Oh, he's a 3rd member, is he?
No evidence, see?
Detective Bad?
It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind, see? Because the lead detective on the case, see? Hid it all away, see?
You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu?
You, see?
No, not me. You?
Yes, you, see?
No, not me. You?
You, see?
No, not me. You.
Yes, you.
Both you quit.
I've been looking for you a long time, see? 7 long years, but I finally got you, see?
Oh god, I bet that was Blazy, wasn't it, that did that?
Yeah.
I have the thing covered up for my voice changer.
Aha!
Besides the chow, obviously.
See?
Well, it's a Bad. Long time no see. See? What happened to us? What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. If you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? It's just like the friggin' whole Faye clan going on here, isn't it?
Yep.
Why indeed?
Except on grand larceny charges.
It was nothing personal, really. It was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grow very wary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end, even though I said that 5 times. This is a fucking end now, bitch. And you're not even pointing that gun at me, by the way. You're pointing at freaking Edgeworth. Yo! And this time, I won't miss. stop.
Yeah, see?
Oh, God. Kay! Wait. No.
It's over, Shida.
Oh, God. Your leg.
Ow.
Agent Lang. Yeah.
Dude's taking this
You
one so
idiot,
personal.
see? What were you thinking, jabbing in front of my gun like that, see? What are you risking your life for, see?
I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but
I'm
no matter
sorry.
what. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter how sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she's my subordinate.
Oh, you freaking for real?
And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you.
You really are an idiot, you know that?
That's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis.
Yes.
I want you to conduct a full-body search. She might not have another weapon on her.
All right. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please.
Sir!
Oh, you got fun to get in touch and go!
Hey, I found something! What's
The
this,
blo-
sir? It looks like a
the
blade of a
missing
knife,
blade.
but it doesn't have a handle.
This is a great find, Detective.
Huh? It is, sir?
Your father stole my Swiss roll. Those cost me $6. Of course I had to kill him. Wouldn't you have done the same? Rose would kill for a Swiss roll.
Thinking about it, sir, this sounds like a psychological choice of events.
Let's try pairing up this blade with this handle.
Just it sounds like a simple murder.
I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon.
Hey, they fit together perfectly.
This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched.
I'm gonna go return to Beverly's knife now.
Alright. I trust that you make sure that it is returned to the to Ambassador Palino. Beverly's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe.
I guess.
I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Cleaster you. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just another Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer.
She's gonna go to jail for a long time.
You killed Mr. Cochin with the or the Bastion knife.
Dead.
Dead! Switched the handles and then took the original blade of the Babyliss knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open stage area. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her for the murder. Does that about sum it up? You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are two problems with that. Problems? In what respect? What do you think my real reason was allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device that gave out the land, I knew right away that you were Bland Faraday's daughter. And I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were the real on the trail of the Yetagarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me. Yes, I knew you would show up to the embassy tonight, so I thought to use you. But pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes. Once I heard you under arrest, I planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yetagarasu. You were going to take the little thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. And then the person who stole the Yatakarasi key was Mr. Faraday.
You see? That incident 7 years ago, see? What was the catalyst behind it, see?
In the art of the smuggling ring, the Yatakarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It was an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatakarasu? Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What was that? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Kochin? Hey, has anyone banded? A
real wolf licks his wounds. Own wounds.
He's still
Lang
standing.
says.
He's fine.
Lang Z says he's fine.
Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, I got a gaping hole in my leg that needs tending to. I'm gonna probably get going. If you're gonna tell me everything, you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena?
I guess I should tell you that I was the one who set the Babalese embassy on fire. And why did you do? And why did you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills.
Hashtag it's just a flesh wound.
That's what it was the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then, why start two fires?
Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now, it's time to enjoy the ride.
I've had my fun. Jail me, bitch!
Wait. Yeet. I mean, Miss Sheena.
Kanye?
Yes, Kanye.
A fucking weird sunglasses.
When I fell on the floor
again.
earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, that I should return them to you. You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Suit yourself. Oh, well, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, Agent Lang.
Mark my words. I'm not done here, and I'll be back.
And the leg.
It's got nothing. It's got nothing to do with the duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wooden wolf can be.
His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg.
He limps away.
She has to like help him limp away.
Well, it's finally over, Kay. I feel like
The
I've peered into
slowest
my...
perp walk ever.
I feel like I've peered into my heart a little, you know? It's so cold and dark. And incredibly lonely. Not like me. The person who was giving her... The person who was giving all her these commands. The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed. That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favour to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the German Ninja show. What am I being bonked for? Why am I being bonked? But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck on the end of these sticks. Yeah, why the bonk?
No, I guess it's that time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops! Thanks a bunch!
But,
You've really done a lot for everyone for all these years.
Bad. Don't tell me today is the day.
Yeah, see? It is, see? With this, see? I can retire in peace, see? It was down to the wire and we almost didn't make it, see? But we did it, see? We solved everything, see?
What? That's what Kay said, Rocky. But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet.
Everything, see?
No, we have solved everything, and that lollipop must be finished by now. You couldn't have that been sucking on that thing for 7 years straight.
This lollipop's been with me since case 1, see?
The ringleader of the smuggling ring the Yatakarasu were chasing after.
The legend of that Yatakarasu, see? Is now over, see? Mr. Hatchworth, see? That's a bit logic earlier, see? It was brilliant, see? I feel like, see? I can leave it all in your hands, see? I'm counting on you, see?
Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yatakarasu?
As I said to you earlier, see? Okay, see? I'm truly sorry, see?
No.
I wanted, see? Nothing but a peaceful life for you, see?
Uncle Bad.
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right?
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. It's just yanking on my shin. Isn't he, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad. Wait, no. You are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatakarasu.
Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, see? Here I should give these back to you, see?
He's the one who stole the damn thing in the first place.
These are... The pages are from my KG8 case files that Yatakarasu stole from my office.
Huh? What? What?
Oh no. Here we go.
Mr. Edgeworth, I gotta apologize for that shit last night.
So that was him then.
Getting pistol whipped.
So the Yatakarasu who stole into my room was you? Was it?
Wait, that means... What? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir. It's true, see? Even if it's not something you want to hear, see? The KG8 incident, see? It was a very emotionally trying case, see? We stood in that courtroom, see? Faraday was the prosecutor, see? And I was the lead detective, see? Faraday had, see? Evidence in his position, see? That would prove the defendant guilty, see? However, see? Because it was stolen, the defendant, see? Was found innocent, see? She was, see? The eldest sister, see? Of the victim in this case, see? When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, see? She, see? Was out of a great whale, see?
There's no long-term consequences after all this time. See? Sobs in his hands.
That's when we realized, see? That there was a limit, see? To what the law could do, see?
Wait, did you see what Cool Gamer said?
Yeah. I hope there's not long-term consequences for all this
the
time.
one at the top.
See? Oh.
Is it cut off?
Hold on. I got Twitch chat pulled up this time.
Yeah, it's his first one. He said.
You see, with my retirement, see, I could finally stop saying "see" all the time. You see, I lost a bet when I got my detective badge. See, and I haven't seen allowed to stop saying "see" all this time. You see. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do outside of the court. See. That's what we thought. See, at the time. See. That's how we, see, formed the Atagarasu, see, and vowed to bring to light, see, any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, see, including companies that dealt with, see, the Amano group, see.
The Amano's okay.
Conglomerate. We call ourselves the Atagarasu, see? And flexed our collective muscles, see? We've exposed all sorts of shady dealings, see? As a warning to the business world as a whole, see? By doing that, see? We were able to stop, see? These higher-ups from cover up things up, see? And then, see? It was finally time, see? We have finally arrived at the moment when, see, we'd find out the ringleader's true identity, see? It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, see? And Faraday, see? He died for it, see?
I didn't stab you in the heart. Why? Wasn't she the sister of this victim of the KGA incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past, see? And that's when I found out, see? That she was a phony, see? The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU, see? She never had a sister, see?
What? Then that means... Oh no.
Sheena was the only fake name she used. Callisto U. That shit was another pseudonym. From that very beginning, that bitch-ass woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. I just like, when she pops out that lollipop, it turns black. He turns into a
Anyways,
gangster.
let's return to the real topic at hand, see? Mr. Edwards, see? This trump card we stuck onto this page of the case file, see? Please use it wisely, see?
The Biden card, I mean Trump card.
That photo we stuck over here, see? Try peeling it off, see? Behind it, see? Slumbers a piece of evidence, see? That Faraday hid all those years ago, see?
It's a mark of the Yankarasu. But why?
The
This
real
is,
one.
see? A directives card, see? From the big boss, see? Take a look, see? At the back, see?
Big boss.
This was
Oh,
something,
shit.
see? Coaching had on him at the time of the KG8 incident, see? 10 years ago, see? That blood, see? Is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU, see?
But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatakarasu?
Well, the reason why, see? We call ourselves, see? The Yatagarasu, see? That's because, see? Of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used, see? Apparently, an order from the boss, see? Will come on these cards without fail, see? The person who received the order, see? Was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it, see? And apparently, see? This burns bright green flames when it's set ablaze, see?
So you mean the cards were written in the Babbly's ink?
The fact that the card that coaching was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all, see? It's nothing short of a miracle, see? We decided, see, that whenever we stole anything, see, we would send a card along with it, see, to the police, see?
So that's what those white cards are.
The great thief that used the mark, see? That only those within the ring would know, see? It was our message, see? To the ringleader, see? That we were the only few steps behind, see? And one more thing, see? Detective Gumroon's shoes, see?
Gumroon?
Gumroon? Detective Gumroon?
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm trusting this entire shit to you, so don't fuck it up.
This time.
What is this, sir?
Oh shit.
This is the information that you need to be talking about earlier. During the KG-8 incident trial, Faraday had this shit in his position.
This important definitive piece of evidence, see?
Well, I thought it was stolen. How do you have it?
The person who stole it from us, see? 10 years ago, see? Was a man by the name of Ernest Amano, see? And he had it locked and hidden away, see? For all this time, see? But we forced him to tell us where it was, finally, see? After the other day's kidnapping case, see?
This lollipop just puts his accent back into whole black noir days, and then as soon as he gets it out, it turns modern. And he has and he starts sounding like
It goes from black noir. It goes from black noir to black.
to black.
It brings the black.
Listen here, she gets it out. Listen here, you little right. This whole shit about to be booming.
Listen here, see?
This whole block's about to be bumping.
This video. Oh god. What? Don't come any closer, I'm warning you! This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me. Oh, for black to black. That's right,
Hell yeah. It seems that he was caught up in the whole ring's web. Amano was preparing to take the shits to On the Boss Sunday. And this video was his insurance.
That's when the prosecutor comes in, see? He was to retrieve the video, see? On top of that, see? He was apparently instructed to sneak into our office, see? And steal the trump card, see?
Keeps taking
You've
out.
seen them shits for yourself, right? That card that told you to preserve the evidence.
Then that card was not the calling card of the Karasu, but a rather directives card from the ringleader to the Mr. Portsman.
The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them, see?
The evidence that Mr. Portsman fought to withhold from me. And the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not, see? It's up to you, see? But they will be a help to you, see? When you take on someone who is above the law, see?
Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Detective Bad, there is no limit to the law for it to be people who determine the limits to them.
You still insist that even now, see? You really are something else, see? I'll leave the rest in your hands, see?
Oh, I guess Rose had to go somewhere. Well, we could leave it for a moment. He said the joke out loud before I could type it. No limits to the law, Mars. We have a lot to discuss about America. Yeah, I guess Edgeworth may be British, but he's living in somewhere else, so he doesn't know our laws anymore. To the fact it's changed anyway.
No limits on the law. That's some bullshit. But now I'll be a Detective Gumshoe. The handcuffs. Cuff my ass. It's time to lock this shit up. The last amendment we got to the lawsuit.
Boobs. Don't ever lose your detective spirit, see? Bubs! Why is this happening? This isn't justice! Like I always told you, see? You're not getting emotionally involved, see? Now let's go, see? Yes, sir!
Is this really the end of a legend?
Well, Jelly.
Wait, what?
You know.
Oh, we're not even finished. Fuck. So how's this game been? It's often seen as lackluster. Quite a shame since it stopped the sequel getting officially translated for so long. Well, we've got to that point when we actually got the whole thing translated. It's fine. I don't mind it.
I do miss the courtroom, though.
Yeah, I do miss the courtroom, but it's to be expected.
But the soundtrack's pretty awesome, though.
Rose, you're only there for the freaking music so you can start dancing.
I can
Right.
see Andy in place of Francesca with the fucking weapon just smack you and
The
just
sequel, chess, help. Oh, anyway, right. We're going to just take a little bit of a short break, just to get all warmed up again. Jesus Christ, this is going to go on for freaking ages. We ain't even finished. Anyway, see you in maybe 10 minutes. Alrighty, we are back. You all had your refreshments. If not, we'll wait for 4 more minutes. Anyway, how are you, Jelly Miss? I haven't heard from you for a good while. How's everyone's boring Monday been? Because no one likes Mondays, do they? Anyone who do like Mondays, they're pretty much in jail, aren't they? It's actually...
Sorry, I can't resist. I had to do something funny.
Oh my god, it's 12:30, 12, it's 7 minutes past 12, like pretty much, alright, 7 minutes past midnight here. Been a bit stressed, lots going on in my life. That's understandable. Hey, look.
That is very ironic.
Like, hey, look, if life is getting a bit stressed for you, you're always welcome to my streams. The legit always just some fun or just chill. You can always talk. You know, you don't have to feel like you're left out.
Yeah. Being 12:07, that's very ironic.
You're like an hour ahead of me as well. That's why I'm in your Why, Blazy? Why are you in my Discord? No, Discord? Wait, hold on. I thought you joined my server just because from my Patreon. My Monday has been fine though. Work is actually a good way to de-stress at this point. Sad as it sounds. I mean, when you work, I mean, you put all your shit aside. You kind of distract yourself, really.
Work is... It can be a good distraction. It can also be pretty helpful, too. I mean, I'll admit, that's why I started working when I was 16. I was going through a bunch of shit. And
Blazer, I've already bloody hydrated during the break.
I stopped stress. Long story short, I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, now she's...
My thoughts were getting so dark.
Yeah, now she's met my sorry ass.
Not that sorry if you helped me out a lot. Because I'll admit, I did attempt to cut myself. It was no more than a paper cut because I wussed out. But I was scared of myself after that.
Alright, anyway, 4 minutes are up.
Yeah.
So now we know who the Yatakarasu really is, and yet there remains much to this case that needs to be resolved. Like how the weapon crossed country lines, for example. The two countries have incredibly strict security system and entry procedures. Short of a miracle, it's impossible for someone to smuggle them in. But yeah, this game, I like it, but I get why people don't. It's definitely not among my favorites. Yeah, I think the reason why people don't like it is because it's a bit more different. I mean, you don't really get to move around on all that stuff in Phoenix Wright games. It's mainly just
Edgeworth is
you just have a background. Yeah, and he's more stern. He's not more of a joking type like Phoenix is. He can be. Sequel's fantastic, contender for the best. Well, I can't wait to play that because I never got to play this. I never got to play the Ace Attorney Investigation ones. I never got to. I didn't even play Phoenix Wright back when it was on the DS. I only played Phoenix Wright when they released it to the 3DS. And then Dual Destinies and stuff. I never really got to play it when they came out for the DS. It's crazy that Phoenix Wright has been out on the Game Boy, then the DS, then the 3DS, then on a phone. Oh, and on the Wii, by the way. and now on modern consoles. I never thought if Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright of all things and all that, be on a PlayStation or an Xbox or PC. I played the fan translation, never checked out the official one yet. Well, you get to see me go through it if you want. Smuggling them, huh? We need to be unopen a line of investigation on just this aspect alone. Before we do, I'd like to go through my evidence once more. Oh, here we go again. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been arranged. Here you go, Gumshoe.
Yeah, here's my shit. Go throw away for me. God damn it, Gumshoe. Did you just fucking realize?
Is he muted?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a VCR here, sir.
Never mind.
Phoenix Wright, the original master
He
console.
heard us about to talk shit.
Now we can see what's on that tape Detective Bear gave us.
No, I want to watch Still Samurai. This piece of evidence from the KGA incident hidden from the site from 10 years ago. I just know that this is related to the current case somehow. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please play the tape for us.
Sure thing, sir.
I like to. Can't promise I can make it to the streams though. Even now I have to go to bed soon. Work tomorrow. Well, we stream these on Sunday and Mondays.
Yeah.
This man.
Even by stopping by, it's alright.
Coaching. And he's holding a knife in his hand. This looks like footage from a security camera at the entrance of an apartment building. An apartment building? How'd you figure that? Unlike you, I read the summary of the file on the KGA incident. The crime scene was the victim's own apartment. So this footage was shot at the entrance of the victim's own apartment building. At the trial, Mr. Friday claimed that this piece of footage existed. However, no one could find it. Yes, somehow, someone was able to steal it and hide it through Mr. Ernest Armano. I can see how this would have been the definitive piece and why someone would want to hide it.
There's a piece of evidence from a 10-year-old case. There's no way it's related to the case we're looking at now, sir.
Actually, I believe it has something to do with the case we're working on now. The ringleader even went so far as to use Mr. Portsman to retrieve it. Which means that in this video lies a inconvenient piece of bit of footage to the ringleader.
Where?
No, wait, what was that?
Huh?
That bit you played just now. Please show it to me again. Hell? This
There's somebody
car.
else.
This is something we cannot overlook.
Oh,
What is that, sir?
the flags on the front.
Oh, the flags?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
embassy flag.
This is the national flag of the Principality of Capodia. And because it has a national flag on it, we know this is the official government car. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, what was a government car doing there?
Oh god, I keep forgetting the voice for this guy.
I'm Miss Von Calm and Mr. Edgeworth, so you were here all this time?
Ambassador Alba.
Thank you very much for considering the investigation even at this time of night. If only if I was even a tiny bit more careful. This tragedy would never have happened. I'm truly sorry.
This wasn't your fault, sir. This had nothing to do with how careful you were.
Hold on.
Oh dear, poor Rose. Sorry about this, guys. His family is not exactly respectful for his privacy. I'll tell you that now.
His family's a slave driver to
Yeah.
the bones.
He's literally become a farm, a kennel, and a flipping care home. He's once
Don't
a
forget
farm.
babysitter.
That's what I'm saying. A care home, a kiddie, a kindergarten at this point.
Oh, daycare.
Daycare, yeah. I'll hold my tongue, but I want to scream 2 words right now. Oh joy.
We'll use describing sounded more like a fucking nursing home.
I'm suspicious of this cranky Kong-looking motherfucker right now. Yeah, I get that feeling he was involved. Usually when a character shows up quite a lot of times, they usually, let's just say, they're
when
a
they
bit
keep
sus.
putting themselves into the situation, they're involved.
Yeah. I mean, we all make. Well, I mean, hell, we all probably thought that the guy that smiles a lot would have been involved, but maybe that's just to put us off. Maybe he would. Maybe that guy wasn't involved. This guy could be. I wouldn't be surprised if that cane has a fucking knife in there. Turns into a freaking samurai sword. Also, butts an old bag too. Oh, well, just, when it's those two, then they just put themselves in there for some reason.
No, I mean, it's Larry. He puts himself in that situation.
All right, well, I don't know when Rose will be back. You idiot, Caucus! You're gonna chase after a simple thief. Now then, let's get down to the real evidence why I came to looking for the two of you. I would like to put the investigation on hold for a while. What, can you do that? Excuse me? I heard you apprehended the thief that turned into this thief embassy upside down. And we are in the middle of an event celebrating our country's reconciliation. We can't exactly have the police and detectives walking around here forever. You're scaring the visitors away. So I hope that you can understand how I feel. But we must finish our investigation and resolve the remaining issues. Why don't we leave the rest to the Alabastian and the Babalese police? Ambassador, we are so close. Just a little more and... Miss Von Karma, I'm afraid I've made up my mind. Now, without my permission, you can't proceed with the investigation anyway, right? Well, that's true. However, as you said at the very beginning, this area can be considered to be Alabastian soil. In which case, we are nothing but foreigners in their land. Is this really where our investigation ends? Shifu, we found Miss Edgeworth, sir. Shifu, this way. Yo.
Still no bandage.
Agent Lang, you're back on the scene rather quickly. If I laid back and took a break, I'll lose the scent of my prey, Mr. Prosecutor. Agent Lang, why you haven't returned?
Do you have at least a tourniquet?
Because I have to solve this case, no matter what. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, and don't take this the wrong way. I don't suspect you personally. However, a member of Interpol was just found to be a thief, and so... God. Under these circumstances, I wish to put your investigation on hold. After all, I believe our own police can handle things from here. They're quite capable. Oh, at this rate, our investigation really will come to a close. Ambassador Albert, I get it now. I really do. Oh, Oh, I'm glad you understand how I feel. No, not that. What I was talking about is... I know who the killer is behind tonight's murder. You... No? Killer? Do you really mean that, Agent Lang? Wolves don't lie. Then who is it? Well, let me first say that I'm not talking about Mr. Cochin's murder. That was all Sheena. Lang Zi says, the truth lies not the exit, but rather shines outside the maze itself. The truth is unexpectedly simple. So let me ask you this. Who do you think was Damask's 2's killer? I'll tell you who. It was you, Francisco von Karma. Excuse me? What? I was the killer? Hey, wait, but that's impossible. Yeah.
Hey, only her father was the murderer.
Although that whip is quite... Hold your tongue in that ludicrous remark you were about to make. Agent Lang, are you seriously accusing her of murder? Yeah, I am. He doesn't appear to be joking. Hey sis, I remembered that just before Ambassador Alba went to give his speech. He called you into his office, right? Yes, he did. But what does that have to do with anything? I'm getting to that. Furthermore, in order to solve both cases, you moved around rather freely between Alabast and Balba, did you not? And where is your evidence that I am the killer? I was just getting to that. Trust me, I'll show them to you in due time. Ambassador Alba, in order for me to bring this case to a close, I need to inspect your office one more time. Will you grant me permission? Well, things are as they are, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Good, then let's move out. Oh, and don't even think about running away, sis. My pack will be keeping a close eye on you. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. As if I would have any reason to flee. But just so we're clear, your logic had better be sound. Because I'll accept nothing short of a perfect explanation. She seems rather upset. Not that I'll blame her.
It's about to
I expect that you accept no less. But we'll see how long you can keep that nose of yours stuck in the air like that. Agent Lang, as someone related to tonight's case, I request that you allow me to take part, and so that I may clean up my superior's mess. I guess I should. The more the merrier, especially when it's a peanut gallery. Oh, in that case, I want to join in too. I still haven't seen what it looks like in the best yet. Oh, if you're like Kayan, then you gotta let me in too, pal. I can't sit around and do nothing what Miss Von Karma's in trouble. What? When did you care? Hey, Gummy, let's have a competition to see who can save her first, okay? Okay, I'll take you up on that. Oh yeah, I'm fired up and ready to go. As a detective, I don't believe this is something you're supposed to be excited over. Sounds like this is going to be real interesting. Ambassador Alba, I'm bringing these kids along for the ride. Very well. But I'd like you to keep in mind that this will be your last chance. I'll have this whole mess cleaned up before you know it. Now, let's go. Sir, officer, she whipped me into silence. Please stop her. Okay now. Let's first go over the facts one more time. Manny Cochin's body was found over in the Secretariat's office in Babel. The weapon that took his life was one of the Alabast ornamental knives. And then the body of Damask 2, Mr. Kashinu, okay. was found here in Alabastian's ambassador's office. Although, through our investigation, we found out the murder weapon was this Primodox statue. And that is actually Babble's statue. This case, no matter how I look at it, sis, if it wasn't you, then there's no one else who could have pulled this off. Agent Lang, do you understand the full implications of what you're saying? Of course I do, sis. And I'm serious. You are on the trail of the smuggling ring, and you want any evidence you can find. And so, while people were distracted by the Yatakarasu's appearance, you snuck in here. That's when you two ran into each other. You and the other thief who took advantage of the confusion from the fire. Even if all that were true, how would you explain the movement of the weapon? Or the weapons? Don't worry. I plan to show that you're the culprit behind that too. You have permission to investigate both embassies at will. With that kind of free reign, you could easily take in the weapons across country lines. Hey now! Look sis, I thought I already told you. I'm not messing around here. And this case isn't directly tied to the smuggling ring. But Sheena certainly is tied to the smuggling ring. He's right in saying that she is a member of the smuggling ring. However, the connection between this case and the ring could it not be deeper than what any of us can imagine? Let's get this ridiculous circus over with already. Francisca, you need to calm down, because you only know the facts of the Bastion side of the case. I don't believe you can see the case as a whole and therefore solve it. What? But don't worry, I am taking this seriously as well, and I'll prove your innocence. That's the only way to be, Mr. Prosecutor. But you can come up with anything else that can top my hypothesis. Of course, your explanation has to solve the mystery of the moving weapons as well. Of course, and I will. Let's now delve into the truth behind the murder of the Mask 2. You do understand, don't you, Miles Edgeworth? This isn't just a confrontation against Agent Lang. If you can't figure out how the murder of the Mask 2 is related to the smuggling ring, then it will mean the end of our investigation. As long as I have no good counter-argument to his hypothesis, then the best I can do is walk this thin tightrope and see what I can do. Come on, Mr. Prosecutor, let's get started. Yes, let's. All the best knives was used in a babble to murder Mr. Cochin. And the murder weapon in killing of Mr. Mask 2 is Babble's Primodox statue. Somehow, these two objects were able to penetrate the two countries' impenetrable wall security. The only one who traversed the two countries just before and after the crimes was you. As long as I can't explain how the weapons moved about, Francisco will remain as a suspect. You got it, Mr. Prosecutor. So why don't you stop giving me a hard time? You understand these circumstances? Who the heck can carry a weapon across the country lines? I've walked through every possibility, but there's one that's plausible. Your boss. Agent Lang, what I've learned from you just now is that you've lost sight of yourself. What are you talking about? By focusing too intently on which is in front of us, we could become blind to the truth. Don't tell me Lang Z never said anything to that effect. You prosecutor. Who do you think you are speaking about Lang Z's proverbs like that? I don't need his proverbs. I just need his pronouns. Shit joke, I know. Because my words are all we need to see the truth. Okay. His third statement. Agent Lang, those two items are not the only two to cross the border tonight. Oh? The Mask 2 was killed with Babel's Primodox statue, yes? Well, if that's the case, then tell me, where did Aldabast's Primodox statue go? To Babel. Precisely. And if the two statues were switched, then this means that both statues were smuggled across the border at some point. Which means that a total of 3 items were smuggled across the embassies. I guess so. But you know what?
Or the ones.
It doesn't matter the number of items. Only that the sis is the only one who could have done it. Because the only person who went back and forth between Alabast and Babel was her. Is that really true? Was there no one else who traveled between the two countries? Actually, there was definitely another person. One who paid a visit both sides of the wall.
Objection!
Is that really so, Agent Lang? What a lousy time to try and bluff your way out of this.
He's learned too much.
I checked out what the guards said, along with the security cameras footage. You're not going to overturn my hypothesis that easily. But I suppose there was some other way than through the theater's doors. What other ways? The other entity that managed to cross the border unharmed. If I pointed out, it would have opened a whole new possibility. And though I hesitate to bring this out, as long as this entity exists, the impossible road becomes a possibility. It looks like you got some clever idea in mind. I do, and I can show it to you through a single piece of evidence. Fine then. Let's see this piece of evidence that will show me this other route. This piece of evidence will show us another way to move another way to move between the two countries. That would be...
Do you still have the photo of that thing flying over?
Yeah, this. Agent Lang, I'm sure you're familiar with this unforgettable photo. That supernatural photo? Like I said before, humans can't fly. No, of course not. I understand that perfectly well. But don't start claiming that Sheena somehow grew wings either. I wouldn't dream of claiming that. I don't want to allow you to take back what you said either. I say it again, it's not humanly possible to fly through the air without wings. So you better have a good explanation for this, Mr. Prosecutor. How can I prove it? How can I prove who it was that flew through the air in this photo? Wait, not humanly possible. Eureka!
Okay, Einstein.
Very well. You will have your explanation. Well, it sounds like you have a good idea simmering inside that head of yours. Let's hear it. The face hidden within this photo's blurry trail shadow is...
It's the fucking baby!
It's a damn statue again, isn't it? No, it's this,
It's gonna
right?
be one of them, yeah.
Take that!
Naturally, the shadow is in the third smuggled object, the Primodox statue replica. You can't be serious. The Yadakarasu, or rather Kalista Yu, dressed as Agent Sheena, was behind Babel. She dressed the replica statue up in clothes and launched it through the air. Mr. Prosecutor, you left out a very crucial bit in your explanation. I know I did. She launched it through the air. Ha! And how exactly did she do that? He's literally barring his fangs at me. Bearing his fangs at me. Oh yeah, as a point. How exactly did it move through the air like that? As long as this remains unsolved. Oh, finally! You won't be able to move any closer to the truth. Which reminds me, did he say this earlier? I'm bored. Hey! Oh, hey, I
Hey,
found a
sis.
penny.
Hey, sis, remember that before Ambassador Albus to give a speech? He called you into his office, right?
So just before the murder, Francisco was called here, right into this very room. If that's the case, then that may be another avenue I can pursue. Agent Lang, in order for me to answer that question, I'll need to hear testimony from Miss Von Karma.
Oh? What are you up to now, pretty boy?
Earlier, you mentioned something of interest to me. You said that just before the murder occurred, Miss Von Karma had been in this room before because Ambassador Alba had called for her, and for that reason alone, you believe her to be the killer.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that.
In that case, I believe it is my duty to ask her what her side of the story is.
You really think a criminal would tell us the honest truth?
How dare you! I've said numerous times there is absolutely no proof that I am the killer. Miles Edgeworth, don't tell me you suspect me too. I don't. However, I can't ignore the fact that you were in this room at the one point in time, which is why I would like to hear about it from you. Nah. Francisco, I feel that I still don't have enough information, which is why your testimony is incredibly important to the outcome of this case. Alright. So, what would you like me to talk about? I'd like you to please testify to your movements up until you came into this room.
Alright, let's try this your way for a change. But if what she has to say turns out to be a waste of time, I'll place you under arrest faster than you can howl. No! Or
Just
no!
Turn into Agent Gant from
Turn
that.
into
You know that guy Gant. He just
I
like,
imagine you to the
"No!"
shadow
when he does
realm.
that. When he does
No!
that. Much
Much
better.
better.
As you wish. As I said earlier, I was assigned to guard duty in the the Bastion embassy. After I saw the Steel Samurai off on his way towards the ambassador's office, I returned to the Rose Garden for a bit and checked out on the security situation. After all the preparations were in place, I was called back to the ambassador, Albo, to his office. Francisco, I want us to make this clear from the very beginning. So what I wish to confirm is that only time span in which you were in this office was before the murder occurred. Is that correct? Yes, of course. Let's see. Now, the only way that I can see for us to break out of this situation is to ask Francisco about her testimony in more detail. Okay.
Hold it!
At that time, the Master 2's body had yet to be found in this room. Is that correct? That's right. But Ambassador Alba was here. One could hardly miss his rather large presence.
A criminal will say anything to get out of being arrested. I mean, no, you're not lying.
Well, if you need proof, I'll be happy to oblige you.
Seriously?
Like I keep telling you. When I arrived at this office, Ambassador Alba was already here. He was standing by the flower box on the windowsill, watering his plants.
I can attest to that. I remember speaking with the lovely lady around that time here in my office.
This is gay. This is gay. God damn me, 72. Jesus Christ. I thought he was a bit more older than that.
All right, then. Add that statement to your testimony, and let's hear some details.
So Ambassador Alba was in this room at the time, was he? So we got Mario and Luigi as ambassadors. When I arrived, Ambassador Alba was watering his flowers on the windowsill. Okay, let's press on that then.
Hold it!
For the sake of being thorough, I'd like to ask you something. How did you know that Ambassador Alba was watering his plants at the windowsill? What do you mean by that? The entrance to this room is on this side. However, the window is on the opposite side. If what you saw say is true, then when you entered the room, his body would have been like a wall. He would have been blocking your view of what he was doing. Is that not correct? I suppose it was a bit hard to see around him. But unfortunately for me, Ambassador Alba is not an immovable wall. I knocked before I entered, and as I did, he turned around to greet me, with a watering can in his hand. So it's only natural to believe he was watering his plants, right? I suppose. Perhaps bad as maybe Waluigi. Does that make Gumshoe Wario? Yeah, but the thing is, Wario here has no money. Doesn't have much money for a damn Swiss roll. After his greeting, we spent a little time talking about his flowers. He had obtained them himself and has grown them with the utmost care, you know. Oh, he's muted again. God damn it. Yes, the plants in this room, they're all like my children. The passion flowers in the flower box on the windowsill are growing beautifully too. All 4 of them are in full bloom. Miss Von Karma, what did you just say just now? I said that the flowers are growing beautifully. What about that statement do you not understand? What do I not understand? I do not understand why a certain thing is the way it is. I'd like for you to append that statement to your testimony. Very well. Yeah, 4. I think I saw 2, didn't I? Yeah, there's 2.
Objection!
Franziska. For some odd reason, your testimony contradicts with this piece of evidence. It does appear that way. Ah, I knew it. I knew we couldn't trust your words, sis. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing discrediting Miss Von Karma like this? Yes, sir. If you give this up, she's gonna get taken away, sir. Yo! What I've done is state what I saw. I have not made a single mistake in my testimony. And for this, I am still under suspicion for murder. Is the number of flowers really all that important at this juncture, Miles? At the very least, it is a contradiction in this enigmatic case. One that I find hard to dismiss as irrelevant. Ha! Then let's hear it, Mr. Prosecutor. What does the number of flowers have to do with anything? What does it prove? I believe the answer to that will become clear if we were to examine the flower box. How did this contradiction come about? Must be something behind this discrepancy. They're my beloved flowers. I've grown them with the utmost care. So I ask that you please be gentle with them, so you can as you examine them, Mr. Edgeworth. I understand. Okay, right. Yeah.
Maybe the 2 gaping holes. On the frickin' dirt.
This patch of soil looks like it has been something removed from it. Oh, look at the sticks.
Yeah. And remember before it said that the little hair pieces
Wait,
had some
what
dirt.
are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? Hey, what are you doing, Mr. Prosecutor? What did you climb up all of a sudden?
They weren't chopsticks. They were for
I'm still
hair.
here. I'm still here waiting for an explanation, you know. Did you know, Agent Lang, flowers are best appreciated in silence? Looks like two things were pulled out of this flower box. Yeah, okay. The names of these flowers, I believe they're called passion flowers. Despite being called flowers, they're actually a species of vine. They appear to be growing well. No, well supported by these two plant supporters. Yeah, but no matter how I look at it, it looks like there's only two of them here, to me. You realize, don't you, sis? Your little lie has failed you. No, Miles Edgeworth! Hurry up and shut this man up for me already. I suppose I will need to use some evidence to shut him up, won't I? I believe that I have just a piece of evidence you require. Oh, you do you? You have such a confidence in your face for your current plight. I have a highly doubt it'll last until the end. You howl like a wolf, Agent Lang. But we'll see if you have any bite to back up that bark after you see the evidence. The truth the passion flowers reveal can be seen in this piece of evidence.
Take that!
Yes, Blazy. Sheena. Bloody hell, who followed? I can't even see it.
Kate Streams.
Thank you,
2000.
Kate Streams 2000 for the follow. Hope you enjoy. Sheena. It was supposedly in bubble to the entire time. Had these hair sticks on her. It's cat streams. Yes, Blazy. The follow after that redeem was too perfectly timed. That look exactly like the plant supports in this photo box. Flower box. My God, what did I say photo box for? In other words, I believe it can be said that these hair sticks are in actuality support sticks for the passion flowers. And so what? Is this really all that important to the case? Of course it is. It means that we've found yet another item that was smuggled between the countries tonight. Daya! Think about it logically, Agent Lang. These sticks were originally in Nalabast, but somehow they wound up in Sheena's hands, who was in babble the whole night. So make no mistake, these sticks were smuggled somehow, just like the knife and statue. Lang was a Wing Chun. Was in a Wing Chun. Why are you saying that now? He's been doing it for quite a long time, Blazy. Very well then. I want to hear from you exactly how they wound up in Babel. How did these support sticks find their way to Babel and why? There must be a reason as to why they ended up here. There. Ah, so that's why. Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this and tell me its shape. Just another stick, isn't it? And so it is. But the shape of the support sticks is what is important. When they are used with something in this room, that's when it all comes into focus.
That's a fucking crossbow.
And the object that completes this picture when used with the support sticks is...
The crossbow.
A cross? Oh yeah,
It has to be the
It
crossbow.
could be, yeah.
Because he'd put the stick in and it'd act as the bolt. The crossbow.
That's a crossbow. Wait, you're not really suggesting. I am. These hair sticks are, or rather, plant supporter sticks. They make for perfect arrows.
Wait, what?
I've done it. I've found a common thread that connects to the two offices. This thread has yet to be completely untangled. Even using the arrows, how does this explain how these statues were transported? Furthermore, who could have been who fired these sticks as arrows? There must be a common thread that ties all these things together. Mr. Prosecutor, hold up a second. You do realize what happens when you tie a statue to an arrow, right? They don't fly at all. Okay. So Babel's statue was draped in Yatakarasu's clothes and then shot over here. Even if you fired the arrows from this side, they wouldn't go as far with a statue tied to them. I don't think I need to tell you that the Primidox statue didn't sprout wings. You're a realist after all, aren't you? The Primidox statue didn't sprout wings? Of course they didn't. I'm glad you understand. I feel much better already. I was afraid for a second that you were unaware of the crucial fact. Oh, it's only crucial because you're under the belief that the wings are necessary to this equation. What? You need to free your mind a bit more and let it fly like a bird on the wind. The Primidox statue flew, but not on a wing. Allow a bit of your time and I'll explain this mysterious phenomenon to you.
I like how all this time, Larry's still looking for the fucking child.
Child's dead.
Technically, yes.
Hold it!
But we are in agreement that of an arrow by itself would reach out on the other side, correct? But just the arrow by itself is pretty meaningless, don't you think, Mr. Prosecutor? Because the thing they wanted to smuggle were a lot bigger than nothing. No, that's not necessarily true. What? What I need right now is not further discussion of my conclusions. It's the launching of my conclusions. What the shooter wanted to launch with the crossbow was not the statues themselves, or rather something a crossbow can launch that can be used as it moves the statues. If it wasn't a statue, then it was tied to the arrows. Then what did the crossbow launch? It launched...
Objection!
Finally, we have reached this point in our discussion. I present to you that which was carried by the arrow from the crossbow. I get it now, Mr. Prosecutor. I can see exactly what you're trying to say. You're saying that the wire was tied to an arrow and then shot into Mr. Cochin's office. All the way from the 5th floor of the Bastion Embassy. Down to the 3rd floor of the Babylese Embassy. If you're claiming is really what happened, I can see how Alabast Primidox statue could have been moved. Gravity could be used to move the statue down the wire from the 5th to the 3rd floor. But then what about the Babel's Primidox statue? The dark shadow in this photo is clearly flying away from Babel. Going in the opposite way of gravity from the 3rd floor to the Babylese Embassy up to the 5th floor of the Bastion Embassy. How do you explain that? Oh, I think I finally see how the gears behind this trick works. Agent Lang, the motion used behind this trick. I wonder if perhaps you have yet to envision how it works in your head. Motion? What motion? This is the motion that it employs to smuggle the Babel's Primidox statue. Rotary motion? Right? I believe it was done via rotary motion. If the two statues were transported simultaneously, get real, the statues would collide somewhere along the way. Did I ever say that there was only one line of wire between the two offices? If you shot an arrow with the two ends of the wire tied to it, a circular belt can be formed. Lang Z says, "Don't object and call a success what is beyond reasonability. Taking into account the tension differences between the two wires, the top one would sag too much to the point where the statues would have collided anyway." Agent Lang, as you know, the Primidoc statue is one of a kind national treasure, and the fact that Babble's statue is a hollow replica of the real statue, it would naturally be lighter than the real one, meaning that my idea is very possible. Lang Z says, "Yo!"
Owl.
Here's what I believe happened. Miss Yu and her mystery co-conspirators set themselves up in two different rooms. The co-conspirator bridged the two rooms by shooting the two ends of the wire down on one arrow. Then the two of them covered the statues and proceeded to transport the statues. After the switch was completed, another arrow was fired.
Cops hits.
Hello, Rose again. You alright?
No,
What's going on?
don't worry about it.
Carrying on the other end of the wire down to Babel, where it was disposed of. And to do that, Miss Yu had hit it inside the grandfather clock. QED. This proves it, right, Agent Lang? That I am not the killer.
Not yet, sis. I still haven't had my dessert yet. All right, Mr. Prosecutor.
The proof is in the pudding, as it were.
Pudding is a nice dessert. So, do you think you can do it? Can you prove that what you said is what happened? Because remember, if you can. No! I'll be taking a certain someone back home with me as a souvenir.
I agree that as long as there is no proof, my hypothesis remains just that. However, what I have laid out is no mere hypothesis. But there's more piece of evidence. There's one more piece of evidence.
One more. This should be interesting. You think you have a piece of evidence that would turn your hypothesis into a fact? Well then, let's see it, Mr. Prosecutor.
The thing that made it possible to create a circular belt out of the length of a wire. I believe that is right here in this very room. Now then, I believe this is what made the circular belt the flipping fan!
Take that!
Ha! Looks like you dropped another bomb on us again.
Last piece to the trick are two pulleys. Precisely. The ceiling fans double as pulleys in this case. And thanks to the fact that there is one installed in each of the offices, the ceiling fans made for the perfect pulleys set for the wire to run on. This must be it. This is how the smugglers bypass the impenetrable security.
You really are something else, Mr. Prosecutor. I bet you figured it all out already, haven't you? You know who the big hotshot that set up this real-life stage show is, don't you?
The person who set up this rather large and complex stage show needs to be someone who had knowledge of the existence of a ceiling fan in both the Albastian and Babbly's offices, and that the passion flower supports stakes that could be used as arrows. The real Miss Mastermind behind this case.
Well, don't you dare make this wolf wait for his food.
Why are you so hesitant, Miles Edgeworth? If you can't say who it is, why don't you present something like you always do? A single point of the finger here, in this case, will explode into an international incident. However, it's already too late for me to stop their forward momentum. It appears that I have no choice now but to rush in. There is a piece of evidence that will point us to who the mysterious mastermind is.
My badge.
No, Rose. Not the badge. The flowers. This smuggling could not have been possible without the use of a crossbow. Furthermore, the arrows that were shot by the crossbow were plucked, as it were, from the flower box in this very room. They were planted so long that the passion flowers had the time to grow so big that Miss Von Karma didn't even notice the arrows when she visited this room today. She's a bit of a blind idiot. On top of all this, the fact that the culprit knew that both officers had ceiling fans tells us that the person has very detailed information on the embassy's layout. So, as you can have already guessed, the person I am accusing of hatching this plan is the person who grew the flowers in the flower box of the utmost care. Thus, it can only be you, Curacus Alba. Are you out of your mind, Miles Edgeworth?
This is nothing at all.
I'm saying what I'm saying. I am sure that I is the culprit.
Tell me, Mr. Prosecutor. What was the ambassador trying to accomplish by doing all that stuff you just outlined? Why in the world would he need to use a trick like that?
I understand your need to doubt me. However, there is one thing that stands out to me as very odd.
Just one thing, huh?
The one single end result Ambassador Alba sought to obtain. If we're to examine the focus of this complex trick, I believe we will finally find the answer to everything. Everything will become clear once we examine this piece of evidence.
My badge.
Rose, not the fucking badge.
It's really crucial.
No, the badge ain't crucial, but the statue is.
Yeah.
I fully understand the reasoning behind the situation being the reverse. However, go through this trouble of swapping the real Primadoc statue for the fake. I sense a very shady reason for such a bizarre action. And who better to ask for that reason than King Primadox himself? We start fucking drawing a crucifix curse and everything and start praying for him. We summon him and everything.
Wouldn't that require a spirit medium?
Yeah, well, she.
Ambassador, we'll be examining that statue now, with or without your permission.
Gonna stab someone with that cane, isn't he? Oh, never mind.
He's awfully damn quiet.
Well, what are we looking at? Then?
The hand?
These are Mr. Cochin's fingerprints. The fact that they're on here suggests that this statue once belonged to Babel. So it was smuggled from Babel to Alabasta, huh? Why was there a need for them to smuggle it in?
The blood on the head? That was on this one?
There ain't none.
Well, the yellow, it highlighted the yellow one. Though.
He's talking about the luminol test.
This guy kind of looks like there's still this guy kind of looks like still samurai, don't you think? Maybe it's because they look alike and he was picked to be a goodwill ambassador? I suppose that's possible. I'm taking a look at this area around the base of his neck. Looks like a gap. Hey, you're right. Maybe it's meant to be some kind of secret. Perhaps it's possible to open the statue from this gap when it's construction.
What?
in its construction.
Hurry up and open it, Miles. All right, here goes. Oh my god.
Money.
Holy shit!
Wow, it really did open.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Hey, what's this thing that fell out?
I mean, you found the golden ticket.
Yeah, these are Wonka tickets.
Oh, counterfeit plates, huh?
I believe a more thorough examination of it is required. And it's in Chinese or Japanese. Why not? Is this?
Japanese.
Yeah, probably will be Japanese.
Hey, is this what I think it is?
Well, no, it could be Chinese because he's from China. It's a plate for making counterfeit bills. Somehow it appears that we've our long-lasted arrived at the exit to this complex labyrinth. We finally hold within our hands one of the counterfeit money plates, and the reason why the replica was smuggled into Alabasta to begin with. Wow. Shit's happening, huh?
No, this fucking statue.
Just the fat damask.
Oh shit. The Perimedox statue cannot be handled by the ambassador of the secretary, and the replica was nothing more than a hollow shell covered in gold. These two circumstances make the statue the ideal object in which to hide contraband. After receiving the statue containing the counterfeit plate from Sheena, the ambassador had the misfortune of accidentally running into the Mask 2. Surprised by the thief, the ambassador raised a replica statue at the Mask 2 and...
Bonk.
Yeah, now get out of my office!
Oh, strong old man.
Then, in order to frame the Steel Samurai of the murder, he covered the Steel Samurai in blood. Well, Ambassador Alba...
You're the leader of the smuggling ring? My country's in a mess. And it's all because of you?
You're the one who killed the Mask 2? Answer us.
Good, there shouldn't be a fraud.
I never
Still
thought.
gotta go jail though.
I never thought that you would figure things out to this level. However, there's one point I disagree with you on. The head of the smuggling ring was... Mr. Cochin.
Quit screwing around. I have no sympathy for someone who's trying to pass the guilt on to a dead man. There's one thing I'm sure of, it's that you're the real ringleader, Courteous Alba.
It's not good to speak with such subjectivity, you know, Agent Lang.
Subjectivity? My conclusion is anything but, and is the result of logic and investigation.
Logic and investigation? Only seconds ago you were ready to arrest Miss Von Karma. Do you think we can give such flip-floppy logic any real weight, do you?
What the fuck?
It looks like you still don't get why I came back.
Excuse me?
You see, the reason I came back is so I could stick my fangs into your wrinkly old neck.
Let's not.
From the very beginning, my real target has been you.
What?
Agent Lang, I demand an explanation.
Sorry, sis. I didn't mean to put you through all that. I knew you were innocent from the very beginning.
You did?
I knew that this whole incident has been meticulously planned and prepared for. You see, this is all my 4D chess mindset move that I figured out from the very beginning, the second I smelt your dirty old ass. So naturally, the occupant in this room, Ambassador Alba, seemed the most suspicious. But without the Ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in to take another look around.
Ah, so that's why you put on this big show to accuse Francisco of the murder. Using Francisco as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights.
Yeah, and if I hadn't done that, I doubt the Ambassador would have given the okay to poke around.
So that's all. So that was all this about? Very well, I forgive you. But in exchange for using me as bait, you will take some responsibility and help us find the truth. I thought you was gonna get like what, 10 whips. Agent Lang, for giving me such a great opening, I thank you.
You know, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor, that somehow if you were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you would be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic.
The evidence detectives collect combined with the logic of a prosecutor. That's just how it should. That's just there. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor detective team, right?
I don't know about all that. The one thing I know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming to him.
Oh, you're quite serious when you want to be, aren't you?
Oh no, his Mario's coming out. Oh, here we go! He jumps out the window.
Yahoo!
He just has his dinosaur. He has Yoshi.
Yoshi! Let's go!
You get away! Hey, you're the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto Sis. But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me.
Agent Lang, I wish you to stop trying to intimidate me. What we need right now is evidence and proof. I wonder if you have what's necessary to prove that I am the head of the smuggling ring.
Don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of the smuggling ring, then you should not acknowledge your crimes with dignity.
Dignity? That is nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes, then I would like to first see some of this thing you called evidence.
Gah.
I tell you, I knew nothing, really. I didn't even know that a counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue.
Objection!
You swapped a real statue that vested in your country the authority to rule for a fake. It doesn't make any sense that you didn't know anything.
It doesn't make sense. Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that I don't make sense?
Oh, he's already got us. He's
Damn it, it's all
turned the
his fault.
entire situation around against us. Proof that Interpol has been after, which points to this man as the ringleader. If we can somehow find the proof now, then we can see it to it that justice is finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open?
See?
The trump card and the videotape. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down. But the card is evidence from the case that Mr. Friday hid it away in secret. And the tape was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. They're both illegal evidence. No matter what, a protector of the law can't be allowed to use such such pieces of evidence.
Oh, you want me to do this voice?
Yeah, sure.
Needless to say, we Von Karmals are commanded to achieve nothing but victory. And by any means necessary.
The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the court, see? That's what we thought, see? At the time, see?
I no longer follow the path of I no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma. And I won't follow the path of the Yadakasuru. This leaves me with what? What creed will I believe in? If I want to pursue the truth, then I will sully my hands in illegality. And if I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law and what is justice? Bullshit at this point! And which path is a prosecutor supposed to follow? The choice is one I must make on my own hand here and now. Oh boy.
You gotta use the trump card, it's huge. It's huge.
Now, Manfred von Karma, bad man.
I know quite a few Van Karmas in my time. Not a lot of them good.
The Assassin's Creed snaps on Bastard's neck. There's no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set there by man. By man? Man!
Yes, man.
Dun, dun, dun.
When a person goes beyond that limit, then the law, too, crosses into new territory. Is this where the dark age of the law starts appearing? For what reason were laws invented? The answer to that is what I must now show. Ambassador Alba, I wonder if you might recognize this?
Oh, I wonder what that card is. I've never seen that before in my life.
It's a directives card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to his subordinates.
Oh? Is that what it is?
Hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Okay. This card was sent to the real culprit behind the KG8 incident 10 years ago. A man by the name of Mr. Manny Cochin.
Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession?
Because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yatakarasu.
The Yatagarasu gave that to you? Don't talk nonsense, and let's be serious, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have any proof that the card contains the directions from the ringleader?
I have you know that the card is not the only thing I was given.
What?
This contains security footage that was shot just before the start of the KGA incident.
The KG8 incident?
The card and the video. These two pieces of evidence are what will seal your fate.
Oh, very interesting. I must admit I am very curious now. Very curious indeed about these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented.
The prey the Yatakarasu has been chasing all this time now stands before me. I can't allow this man, who has free reign for 10 years, to simply walk away. Now is the time for me to bring this fruition the vigilant spirit that has given to me. Oh.
Valiant.
Valiant. Okay.
So, what is this interesting thing that you wanted to show me?
The trump card and the videotape. These two pieces of evidence together make for the ultimate hand. And this is where the real meaning behind Detective Bad's words will be realized. Jesus Christ, Blazer. I like how you're in charge of this. You just took Rocky's bloody plays. Although not like Rocky was going to do anything anyway. He doesn't even use my goddamn buttons anymore.
Nope. Rude.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
What you see here, yeah, that's all he uses. He doesn't use my ones that I animated, the bastard. What you see here is security footage shot just before the KG8 murder occurred. From this footage, we know that the card is a directives card from the smuggling ring. Yeah, you can start pressing them now because I said something about them. You flipping. Oh. Rockies, man, don't listen to them.
I noticed.
As you can see, Mr. Cochin is holding the card in his right hand.
I see. And the killer is indeed holding a card with the same exact design on it. But that card and the one you have. Just because they look the same doesn't mean that they are, does it now?
But there is a very easy way for me to prove that there are, in fact, one and the same. All we have to do is simply take a look at this. This dark red blood. Yes, this is your proof. Proof that the orders on this card were played out in that terrible tragedy. The slow turn. Is it? I could have done it like this. Hold on. Let me find it. I could have done. Oh. Fuck you! The blood belonged to the victim of the KGA incident. With a bit of DNA testing, we can very easily verify that as a fact. If you have no objections, then I'd like for you to take a look at this next piece of footage. This car that passed by in front of the victim's apartment building. It's an official Capodian government car.
But what?
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please magnify the footage. Even though I don't know how the fuck you can do shit like that, but whatever. Like that! That's magnifying it? That's altering the damn angle! What? Did the camera just get off its hinges and just went up, grew wings and flew over to the car like that? How the fuck with VHS? Let's just chalk it up to Ace Attorney logic.
Yes.
They have better cameras than we do in 2025. We still have cameras that just go one frame. And it skips a few. And it's still in 360p quality. Because we put our money on security. No, you don't. This area of the footage directly links the smuggling ring with Capodia.
The corner of the card. In his pocket.
No.
The badge.
Take that!
This section will make it all clear to us. Oh wait, hold on. Probably wrong.
Must be very tired, Mr. Edgeworth.
If you continue presenting
really relevant evidence like this, I'm afraid your investigation may fall apart. Perhaps it is time for you to retire.
Wait. Oh, I was so sure that it was. Alright, hold on. The card.
Huh! Whoever would have guessed?
Now the badge.
stop listening to Rose with the damn badge.
Look, man, if I didn't listen to him, I'd be called out racist.
How the fuck does that work?
BLM, that's what. They shaved his pocket and the directive's card in it. It tells us that without doubt, this person in this car is Mr. fucking Coachin. The license plate on the car was also captured by the security camera. And with it, we can easily find out who was sitting in this car on that day 10 years ago. Which is why I can say with confidence that you were riding in this car on that day. Oh god. Oh my god.
You've done well, boy, to make it this far.
Jesus Christ.
However, about your claim that I was riding in the car at the time, that's gonna be mighty difficult for you to prove.
Not anymore.
How so?
Dumbass.
The Principality of Codapia no longer exists. So naturally, all records from the time period also no longer exist.
No, that arrogance. What he really means is he's really already erased all traces of them. Wait, can I ask?
Are we fishing here, boy?
So this is his. So this is him, right? Shut up, Rose. So wait, bro, shut up.
Now you can show the fucking badge.
Wait, hold on. So this is him, really. So what's with it? So how comes the guards were like, why is he acting like an old man like this? Are they? All right, whatever. The only weapon I have left to me now.
They're not paid enough to care.
Hold on. It reminds me of this
Paid
gift
to
right
do
here.
a job, not to care.
Bro just pulled a Yoshi from Dragon Ball Z.
You see the gift I just sent?
Oh no.
That's exactly what he did.
Showing all of his badges and medals and everything.
Battle up!
The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. There must be something here that I can use it against him.
The fucking badge.
The letter.
No, the card, right?
Yes.
Take that!
Love my ball.
What have I told you about listening to the bones?
Wonder. Ambassador Albie, stop dinging.
Yes, what is it?
You were once an
It's like
army
quite
man.
literally showing you the hint.
You were once an army man in the service of Cambodia. It was you who made the many missions you participated in successes, correct?
Why the sudden backhanded praises, boy? Although, to be sure, the brilliant medals on my breast here were awarded to me during the era of Codapia.
Especially
But now,
this
I am
one.
only one who owns this particular medal.
You
In that
fucking
case, the
moron.
only fit person it could be who is sitting in this car is you.
How did you figure out that?
By the medal captured here in this footage, it is clearly the same exact medal as the one on your chest. Oh my god, what the hell?
Wait, why is he porcelain?
No fucking wonder he doesn't look that real. This is how it will be, but I won't look back. Who the heck sent me a Google Doc? I don't know who did. But this path that I've chosen.
You moved me with your devotion to this case, Mr. Edgeworth. Like,
Why is he taking such an arrogant stance with me?
it's funny because where the position of the medal is, it's like he's rubbing his nipple.
God.
He's rubbing his. It's almost looking impossible, isn't it? But allowed you to come this far. It looks like I just might lose our little game this time. Ding, ding. You might lose the game this time. Don't get her another round, Mr. Ambassador. Is that a fact? Very well, I decided to confess and admit my guilt.
You're going to confess?
And I will accept whatever punishment that may come as a result. What the? Regarding the Damask 2 murder, I admit it. I did it out of self-defense.
You're claiming it justified self-defense?
Damask 2 attacked me, and I felt that my life was in danger. If I hadn't done what I did, I might be the one you found dead instead of him. What a pathetic performance! I'm not giving you one.
Wow, you two really know how to laugh at inappropriate times. If you wish to claim it to be justified self-defense, then you will need some evidence.
It's always the evidence with you, isn't it? But if that's what you require, I'll prove it. That man left a mark on me when he attacked.
What?
I don't particularly want to show it off, but this is proof that it wasn't self-defense.
Jesus.
Bro, just walking around like that. I'm an old man, and sometimes I don't pay enough attention to when I should.
But Damask 2 didn't have a single weapon on his body.
Hold on. It's nothing to get worked up over because I hid the weapon.
You hid it?
I'm sorry, but as you know, a murder is a murder, and even if it's self-defense. Ding ding. And I couldn't let it become public, seeing how I am an ambassador. Ding ding. This is the weapon you seek. My special bonsai trimming shears.
Fucking scissors!
Oh,
Still
it's covered
has
in
the blood on it.
It was struggling quite badly during our struggle. But that's when he grabbed the shears that was sitting in my office and attacked. So you see, it was an act of self-defense.
Is he right, Mr. Edgeworth? And since he has both a wound and a weapon and that caused it, it's enough to declare it so. No way!
No, which reminds me, I guess there's still one more accusation I need to resolve. Smuggling and counterfeiting? Unfortunately, all that is my secretary's doing. I had no knowledge of what was going on. Stop spewing nonsense. You're trying to throw in my investigation under the bus in your desperation. If you want to get real honest, everything in this case can be connected to you.
The murder of Damask 2 was done in self-defense? In my trials, no man escapes his crime alive.
Perhaps, if you were my opponent in court. However, there's only one very important fact that I think you may have forgotten.
Rose and his ADHD.
And what is that? Oh. Ah!
That's what you mean. Extraterritorial vitality.
That's right. This embassy sits on what is effectively Alabestian soul. So any trial that is to be held will be held with an Albest. Therefore, the crime I just committed will never be tried in your courts.
Agent Lang, what is the Interpol stance on this?
Agents investigates. That's our job. The judgment of the people who have confessed to their crime. That's the court's job.
Ah,
Yeah, I said extraterrestrial, but it's extraterritorial or something like that. It's a lot more fucking weird word to put. But territorial, extraterritorial or something like that. And I've already convinced all my crimes, Agent Lang. Furthermore, by the very nature of my position, I have full extraterritorial rights. These rights are effective even on your country's soil. Therefore, ding, ding. No matter where a crime may take place, I will never stand trial in none of your courts. Ding, ding. That arrogance and your expression. That's nothing like the face of someone who's ready to accept the consequences. Now tell me you have your own country's judicial system eating right out of your hands. These crimes you all speak so seriously of. To me, this has all just been nothing more than a game. You may chase me out of this embassy with your accusations, but it's no big deal. All the best has numerous other embassies in other countries around the world. All you would accomplish is that you would change the backdrop of our little game.
these 2 layers of protection that extra aliens provides him. This is why he's one of those. I cannot think where he's dinging that medal. Can I be brought to court?
Did you see it? Did you see it? It's my medal. Ding, ding. You see now, don't you? I live in a whole different world than you. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go and fetch your eviction papers.
This fucking guy, he's just phased. He's in cahoots. Arrest him as well. Oh, is there nothing we can do? Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ, this has gone on forever!
Yeah.
Rose, why is it going on for ages?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, well, guess we'll end it here for today. We see what happens on Sunday then. Lazy, it is midnight. It's almost 1.
Oh, so now
Also,
you care
gotta-
about what time it is.
Also, I gotta rest my damn voice. Making all these
Yeah.
different voices is not fun.
Yeah, think of the black man here for once. Black Rose Lives Matter. Oh, all right. Rose, can you make me some
Good night to all lives that matter.
Anyway, Minecraft stream for Wednesday. Bye bye for now.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Take care, everybody.